Start clapping right now for my man, Seamus Calder in the building.
Okay, I kind of just have to do this before shows. Hi, this table here. I want to give you a preemptive warning. Sorry, guys. At some point in my set, I may begin talking about my penis. It's just the thing. It happens with comedy. I'm sorry. But I tend to put it down, kind of, and like make fun of it a lot. I definitely display like a low self-esteem in that regard. But it's like, it's a stage persona, basically, is what I'm trying to explain. If maybe later you guys want to meet it head on, get to know one another, really. Just discuss things. I don't know what it is. I just kind of get this feeling you guys would like each other. Okay, so it's probably a pretty bad sign that I can recite Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652, help take a bite out of crime. I'm unaware of any articles in the Bill of Rights. On a side note, I would like to wonder what crime is being fought by mailing postcards to Chicago. Microphone is low. Yeah. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza. That's actually where that pitch needs to end. It's just pizza being on a bagel is actually irrelevant to the time that it can be eaten. That's just the nature of owning food. Also, there's dinosaurs in that commercial. That's kind of overselling the concept of any time. So, I'm trying hard to get back into the dating scene. Of course, you can tell I'm single. Anyways, I'm trying to get back into the scene, and I'm kind of like thinking about it. I'm just like, the thing at this point I think that would really improve my chances is the apocalypse. But it's a thought out thing though. See, I've narrowed it down. I have 3 things that really ruin relationships for me. The first being that I kind of run out of things to talk about pretty quickly. I don't know if you guys do this, but my easiest way to talk to people is that I'll bring up things that I think were like they like and that we're nostalgic about. So I'll be like, hey, Legends of the Hidden Temple, man. Yeah. Right, guys? Blue Barracuda's in the house. See? Now we're nostalgic and our relationship moves forward. That works in the apocalypse because at that point, everything's nostalgia. Hey, remember Society? That was fun. The second thing that ruins relationships for me is I'm kind of a worthless piece of shit. No, don't awe me. It's the truth. But like, all my ex-girlfriends have always been very nagging about, Seamus, when are you gonna get off your ass? When are you gonna get a new job? When are you gonna move out of your mom's? When are you gonna stop spending all your money on comics and candy? And in the apocalypse, if they say, Seamus, what are you doing? Where are you going? What have you done with your life? I go, hey. You remember that thing that happened that killed everyone else? Not this guy. Baby, I survived the apocalypse. But really, the third reason that women leave me is that there's other options. That's what it is. There are men Sometimes there are women. But in the apocalypse, they'll have no one else. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be Pokemon joke number 1. Hope you guys are comfortable with that. So, did anybody actually watch the Pokemon cartoon back in the day? That's what I thought. You guys look like a Pokemon crowd. So back in 1998, when Pokemon first came out, Ash Ketchum, he says, now that I'm 10, I can finally get my Pokemon license. Ash Ketchum was 10 in 1998. They recently declared that now, in 2012, Ash Ketchum is still 10. That's interesting when you consider what Ash Ketchum has done in this 1 year. Ash Ketchum has traveled all across Johto, Kanto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova. He's defeated 8 gym leaders in every single one of those continents. He's had at least 6 female companions. He's had 2 consistent best friends. He's caught about 70 Pokemon, which is actually a bad pace, apparently. He has left his mother's house. He has met the head scientists of 8 regions. Also, we forget about it, but he was also the champion of the Orange Islands. That's a lot. Also, he has saved the world on at least 10 separate occasions. I mean, that's a lot for a year. And so we're going off highlights. I guess I thought I'd compare my year, last year, to Ash Ketchum's this year. So Ash Ketchum did all that. Last year, I moved out of my mother's house, and I learned how to bake a potato in a microwave. I also caught 350 Pokemon. So suck it, Ash. I feel a little bit better about myself. Funny thing, no, I don't. I don't know if you guys picked up on it. I'm kind of an apathetic guy. Not fazed by a lot. The thing about that, though, is apparently someone's informed me that apathy is cool now. What? So it's cool to be apathetic. It's cool to not care about things and act like you don't care about things. And I want to say, fuckers, I was doing that first, okay? I was doing it before it was the thing, before it was cool. I really don't care, and I really want you to know that. I mean, I really don't care, but know that. One of my favorite times in San Francisco is Fleet Week. Yeah. It's not a gay thing, ladies. No, I just like Fleet Week because I'm into airplanes. But I was hanging out down here in North Beach one time during Fleet Week, and this sailor is next to me, and I thought it would be the funniest fucking thing to just be like, "Hey, sailor." Of course, the thing is, he didn't actually think that was very funny. In fact, he looked at me in a very angry way that only a Navy sailor can. And I looked up at him and I said, "Oh my God, look, I'm not gay, man. I'm really sorry that I did that. And I'm not assuming you're gay. And it's okay if you are gay, because you can be gay now in the military. That's a thing." And again, honestly, I'm not opposed to being gay. I lived in San Francisco my whole life, and honestly, because I've lived here so long, I've had to be maybe I am, but I'm not. It's just not my thing. I think there's definitely been points in my life where I saw a penis and I was like, yeah, I guess I get the appeal, and I spent a lot of time on the internet, and I've definitely stumbled onto some awkward pornography that it didn't quickly click away from, but it's just not me. Look, I'll suck your dick if you don't beat me up. Yeah. How am I doing, guys? Hi, table. Okay. So I got arrested a couple months ago. Yeah. Because I look like a criminal, right? So I got arrested a couple months ago in Orinda, California. Yeah, that's where I should end telling that story, because everything beyond that is not cool. I wish I got arrested for pulling off successful Ocean's 11 style heists or beating up several cops, maybe. I would even take beating up several hookers I could have easily paid. That's important because it displays frugality and the ability to lay down the law. But I didn't. I got arrested in Orinda, California for being depressed. It's weird. I thought everyone in Orinda was depressed. So,
So the story is I was having a very bad day. I was very depressed one day, and my dad decided to take me to Orinda, California for some fucking reason. And so in Orinda, California, I am depressed, and I wander around, as I am often to do when I am depressed. And the thing is, my dad didn't really know where I was going, so he got worried, and he called the police in Orinda to try to find me. And now, you know what, I know where he was coming from, actually, because a few days prior to that, the CHP had received a phone call from a mom who said, you know, my son is bipolar, and he has run off, and I don't know where he is. And they found him, and they shot him 56 times. You say, no, don't ooh. It was a very thoughtful gesture. 57 shots is the cure for bipolar disorder. Couldn't stick with it. Anyways, I'm in Orinda, and I'm running around, and I'm lost because I'm in Orinda, California. And there's nothing in Orinda, California, for the record. You look so sad. Anyways, I'm running around, and a police car rolls up to me. I'm sorry. A police car rolls up to me, and they say, hey, are you Seamus? Which, life lesson, if anybody ever asks you who you are by saying who you are, do not say yes. So I said, maybe. And then I tried to walk away and act really casual. I'm apparently really bad at walking away and acting very casual because they began arresting me. And the way they went about that was handcuffing me very hardcore behind my back. And they were doing this very, very entertaining thing where my shoulder was kind of going to pop out. And so I did this, please don't do that. And I kind of wiggled, which I guess they took as like me fighting back because one of the cops' reaction was to jump into the air and punch me in the ear as if he was Jason Statham. And so I get punched in the ear, my head goes like this. And then I stood there, and I don't know if you've ever been punched in the ear, but there is a lovely period after you've been punched in the ear where you don't really feel like talking to the guy who punched you in the ear because he punched you in the ear. And like, really, who punches someone in the ear? And so I'm not talking to these guys, and I'm being mad, and the guy says, hey, why don't you just own up about what you did? Be a man about this. Admit what you did. I'm like, wait. What do you think I did? And I'm like, wait, no, because like you just hit me. Like I'm actually pretty sure that's more illegal than anything I could possibly be being arrested for right now. And he says, well, I hope your legal defense is better than what you just put up. You know, it took two of us to take you down. Okay, so you don't understand law, right? And after that, I was processed. I have a mugshot. It's great. Anyways, there is a moral to the story. It's if you're ever in Orinda, don't be depressed. Simple stuff. But if you are, man up about it. I'm going to show you guys something personal here. I'm kind of a hairy guy, so be ready. I went to get a tattoo, and I found out I don't actually have a lot of spots on me that I can get a tattoo at because of the hair. And the thing about being a hairy guy is, do you ever get like hand soap in your hair up here? It's kind of uncomfortable, makes it really oily and weird. That's my body. It's just everywhere. So like, I'm not saying I don't want to smell like pomegranate reduction all the time, but I smell like pomegranate reduction all the time because I have to wash myself with shampoo. It's weird. I feel like that was an awkward thing to share with you guys. I just flew in from New York. Boy, are my arms tired. That guy got it. Yeah. So actually, there's truth to that statement, though. I'm really nervous when it comes to flying. So to like calm my nerves, I basically have to lock myself in a bathroom and masturbate for like 7 hours. I think this is going to be kind of an. People don't talk about this a lot, but if you bring up, do you prefer puppies or babies? People always prefer puppies. And I think I've isolated the two reasons people will always prefer puppies. I mean, do you guys prefer puppies? Yeah. As a crowd that prefers puppies. I've isolated the two reasons, though. Reason number one is that I could cuddle the shit out of every single puppy I see on the street and not go to jail. Reason two, that puppy's not going to come back in 30 years and tell me I caused it emotional damages from excessive cuddling. I read comics. Who saw that coming? Yeah! Who saw that one coming? The thing about me reading comics is my favorite's always been Spider-Man. Yeah, he's not that popular now, I guess. Okay. The Spider-Man comics, they were never about Spider-Man. They were always about Peter Parker. And it's like the guy behind the mask is like a really relatable fella, and he's got the same problems as you. And I read them a lot, and lately they're not that relatable anymore. And so I've been sending in pitch ideas to Marvel Comics for Spider-Man comics based more on my life and personal experiences. And I write these down all the time, so I thought I'd share a couple I came up with off stage for you guys. So Spider-Man can't find anyone to share in his excitement about Maroon 5 with. Spider-Man gets food poisoning at Mel's Drive-In. Apparently he's allergic to pine nuts. Spider-Man doesn't want to go to the museum with his stepdad. Spider-Man was gonna tell a black joke, but then his only black friend brought his entire family, so it's kind of awkward now. Spider-Man has received several cease and desist letters about his Spider-Man jokes in his comedy act, but he's not gonna listen to them because he likes talking about Spider-Man. All right. My friend came to me a while back. He says, "Seamus, I want to be a rapper." I said, "Yeah." But he says, "I need rap names. I need hip-hop names." I said, "Okay, I got it. You could be the Jam Burglar." I'm just gonna make this face for a while. See, it's a reference to the McDonald's mascot, right? But it's also a commentary on the state of hip-hop. Let that one simmer. Okay, so this is only gonna work if it's 2004. So we're in 2004, guys. Ah, time travel's fun. Okay, you're like, yeah, terrorists, they're scary, right? I believe in John Kerry. Anyways, man, in 2004, this Jay-Z is hot, right? I think he's gonna have a promising career as a hip hop artist. I really like his song 99 Problems, though. That's a good one. You know, if you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. Thing is, Jay-Z, you have 99 problems. That's a lot of problems. And like, it's also an oddly specific amount of numbers, problems. I think if I sat in my room by myself and I like drank a lot and I didn't really do anything but think about my problems, I could get like 30. But again, that's if I'm sitting in my room doing nothing but thinking about my problems. That's not healthy. Jay-Z, don't be doing that. Apparently, he's also dealing drugs. What is this? But, you know, a bitch ain't one. And as a man who at some point in time has had a bitch, I can tell you, you can't have a bitch and not have a problem tied to said bitch. Therefore, Jay-Z has no bitch. Jay-Z is alone. He's dealing with all of these problems. But he feels bad for me, son? I'm sorry, Jay-Z. You have an overabundance of issues you need to be worrying about. You are projecting, son. I will say that I do front a movement. It's called 99 Hugs for One Troubled Thug. I'm gonna leave you guys on two things here. First, my dad is in the audience, so I have to do this. When I first started doing comedy, my dad came to me and he said, "Seamus, I have the greatest joke for you." And I said, "Well, what is it, Dad?" And he says, "You have to say, my dad had to quit drinking whiskey. He says it makes people want to fight him." I'm like, "That's kind of a shitty joke, Dad." "Where'd you hear that?" He's like, "I saw it on TV." "That's cool to do, right?" "No." So I said, you know what, Dad, look, I'll make the joke about you. I'll personalize it. I get what you want. I got this. So these are my whiskey jokes about my dad. My dad had to quit drinking whiskey because his wife left him. My dad had to quit drinking whiskey. It created an emotional divide between him and his children that really hasn't been bridged. My dad had to quit drinking whiskey. It made him sleep till noon and just be irritable as fuck all about everything. And my dad had to quit drinking whiskey because it made him ruin Christmas in 1997, 1998, 1999, 2001, 2002, 2004, 2006, 2008, and 2010. Bam! I was at a convention. And I like to talk to girls at conventions. I'd like to talk to girls everywhere, but at conventions they tend to have interesting things. And I was talking to a girl dressed up as a Pikachu. It's Pokemon joke number 2. I was talking to a girl dressed as a Pikachu, and she didn't really actually speak a lot of English, but I really thought we were getting along pretty well. And so we went off somewhere private to talk. That's when things got pretty heated. Suddenly it's just like dun 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 dun. Seamus used peck. It wasn't very effective. Pikachu girl used Thunderbolt. It was super effective. Critical hit. Seamus fainted. See, the thing about that story is it doesn't make a lot of sense unless I tell you that I tried to kiss her and she tased me. She had the type advantage because I peed my pants. Okay, so I am actually going to leave you guys with one last thing. So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of into physics. And there's this thing in physics called the infinite worlds reality, where everywhere there's a reality that is created from like every choice you could have made. And so there's just all these divergent realities. And the thing about these divergent realities is I like to think maybe somewhere there's a reality where like a commercial or a TV show is happening, and that's the only point of that reality. Like it's just this reality that was created because of that commercial, so that commercial could exist. And so somewhere there's a reality where a woman is sitting on a park bench just thoroughly enjoying some yogurt. And that's all it was, is this woman is eating a yogurt, but time in this reality is past. The sun comes up in the morning, the tides go in and out, wars have been fought, men have died, music has been composed, children are born every day. The highlights of human achievement have occurred, and the low points have occurred as well, and they will all occur for moments beyond this woman sitting on a park bench just eating a yogurt. And every day, kids will just look up at their dads, and they'll be like, "What was the point?" And they will say, "Why are we here?" And their dads will look down, and they'll just be like, "I don't know." And they'll remember when they were a kid, and they were like, "Why were we here? I never knew this answer." And they'll look up at them, and this will all go on. It'll just be this endless cycle of people questioning why we're here and what is going on. And they'll look back, and one day, time itself will be dying. Everything will be at an end, and it'll be at the apex of reality. And this man will look out into the blackness of eternity, and he will scream out. He will say, "Why? What was the point? Why were we all here?" And for once, eternity will answer back, "Activia." And you guys have been awesome. Thank you.